Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter career mode here on FC25, where our aim is to fill out this trophy cabinet. We were unsuccessful last season, completely nothing. We did not get the Premier League, we did not get the FA Cup after moving to Arsenal midway through last season from Newcastle. And now we are here spending another season, our last season in England at total. This is our third season in England. It's our season and a half with Arsenal. We spent a season and a half with Newcastle, where we actually won the Europa Conference League with Newcastle, the first season in the club. And then we switched allegiances over to Arsenal, and we bottled it on the final episode against Fulham. If you're looking at this and thinking that it's a tough month here, September was the toughest month I've ever seen on the game ever, and we survived it barely. We did go ahead and win every single Premier League game besides the one against Bournemouth, which was one I just simulated through. We lost our first Champions League game against Bayern Munich at 3-2. We lost in the Carabao Cup, but I'm actually happy that we lost in the Carabao Cup because that's not one of the competitions we have to win. So that's just less games for us now, which is good for our squad. We beat Atletico Madrid in a quick stint, and then we hammered Newcastle at the end of last episode. Today we have Man City, Chelsea, who won the league last season, RB Leipzig, and Sparta Praha. So I think we just play RB Leipzig to start it off, Chelsea, Man City, and those will be the three games we play today. Quick simming the game against Brighton up first, as we actually sit top of the table with Chelsea and Manchester City tied on points on second and third spot respectively. A 2-1 loss to Brighton is not how you want to start the episode though, but it is when Chelsea lose 2-1. Champions League action against another German side. We were unsuccessful against the first one in the league phase. It was a better one. It was the best one, Bayern Munich. Now we're taking on a decent one, RB Leipzig. The only change in our starting lineup is Ethan Wanera getting the start over Bukayo Saka, just to give Saka a rest, to be honest. And then, yeah, let's get into it. Baumgartner intercepted by Costa. That was nearly a vital ball. Saliba gives the ball straight back to them. And Diakante, he had the pass across. He took the shot, saved out for a corner. Valverde out wide of Martinelli. Maybe second ball, third ball. No. Just wasn't enough on it from Valverde. Odegaard will pick it back up in the midfield after a loose ball. Valverde out wide now, trying to find Martinelli now. Why did I just speak so quickly there? To Waneri. Waneri, he sees Odegaard making that run. Odegaard. Ethan Waneri. Shot blocked. It might fall for Martinelli if he can win the header. He does it. Falls back into the path for Ethan Waneri. Saved. Openda on the rebound. Keeper has to do better there. A little bit of a luck that went our way between the shot getting deflected straight to Martinelli, finding Waneri, and then the keeper not being that great there to keep it under control, spilling perfectly to Luis Openda, and against his former club, scores and celebrates. Halftime, 1-0 up here at the break. Nope, they're not going to call halftime, actually. Normally when the balls go out of play, they would call halftime. They won't call halftime here, and that's why. Because EA in their scripting, 1-1. Šeško, Diakate. How does that go into the back of net? Leipzig have the lead, 2-1. Odegaard now on the ball. Odegaard out wide to Martinelli. Saka's on for Waneri as well on the right-hand side. We'll find Luis Openda into Valverde. Federico Valverde out wide to Saka. Fake shot onto his left foot. And Bukayo Saka with his first couple touches of the game. Draws level. It's 2-2. Saka now. Still Bukayo. Still Bukayo. And Bukayo is just running into Midlands. And Bukayo Saka, the rescuer. The star boy, Arsenal 3, RB Leipzig 2. Odegaard now, Saka's making that run. Bukayo Saka is making that run in the game. Thought I wanted Openda, and that worked out as well. And Luis Openda into Gabriel Martinelli, and Martinelli with the easy tap in, and Arsenal will pick up another 3 points in the league phase. Arsenal 4, RB Leipzig 2. I don't know why we're celebrating this crazily, but hey ho, I'll take it. I mean, this pass right there, I thought, who's that, Getruda? I thought Getruda was actually going to be able to get a toe poke into that. Thankfully, he wasn't. Martinelli, a tap in. The pass by Odegaard to Luis Openda was actually perfect, even though I was aiming for Bukayo Saka. Valverde, what is that? Like, no, that's not realistic at all, game. The game is over. A 4-2 win. We go ahead and move up the table And now we got to shift our focus back to Premier League football against the defending champions, Chelsea. And at the moment, we're actually sitting second, and Chelsea are sitting in fourth. Obviously, with that loss against whoever we just lost to, Manchester City now go top of the table. So that game is going to be crucial next as well. They do actually play third place West Ham United. So a top four clash in two different games today. Ours is a little bit more interesting because it's Arsenal versus Chelsea. It was a title race for last season. Let's go and jump into it. Saka back in the starting lineup. Everybody else is the same. Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Arsenal Stadium. Are we at Emirates? We are at Emirates. Here is Chelsea's lineup, a 4-2-3-1. Similarly, not really similar formation, but still similar. Hakimi at right back, Dewsbury Hart, Ukachukwu, Pedro Neto, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer. It looks really like the same exact starting lineup of last season. Not too many changes for them. To be fair, we didn't really make that too many changes for us as well. We just have a new center back, a left back, and a CM that's in the starting lineup. Everybody else has pretty much been the same. But the improvements have been there. And Chelsea's on the attack early, and Chelsea forcing David to put his hand up all early. Saka, Valverde, Zubimendi, Martin Odegaard. Should have went far post. Saliba, Valverde, Saka, completely clombered to the ground by the defender. Yellow card for Locko. Odegaard to put it into the box. Cleared, but only Openda is actually going to probably, hopefully, put us into a better position. It won't quite yet, but here's Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard getting past one, getting past two. Martin Odegaard, shots blocked. Dewsbury Hall, Paco blocked by Davies. Cross comes in, Openda heads it down, and that will be halftime. 0-0 at the break here. Cole Palmer, Moledo, David Raya saves. It falls perfectly for Gabriel Martinelli now. And Martinelli, he's going to carry it to the other side of the field. Find Bukayo. Bukayo trying to get past Locko, can't do so. Nicholas Jackson crossed in. Davies can't win a header. Palmer finds a rebound, and Chelsea have the lead. 1-0 for the Blues. Jackson into Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer's in behind. David Ray with the save. Saliba, Davies, Saliba helped to clear it. Saka 1-on-2. Saka a 1-on-3. Saka over the top for Luis Openda. And Luis Openda. 1-1. Arsenal draw level with 20 minutes left to go. Back to level terms. An entirety of the front three are getting changed. Doms, Endrick, and Waneri all coming on for Martinelli, Openda, and Saka. Fresh legs. Maybe a second goal. Martin Odegaard peels it for Endrick. And Endrick now on his left foot. Jorgensen with the save out for a corner. Doms now down the left-hand side. Last kicks of the game. It's Doms into Endrick. And Endrick not getting much game time anymore, but he finds the winner, and Arsenal will pick up all 3 points, undeservingly so here against Chelsea. A draw is about the fairest result you could possibly think of. A win for us was a far-reached one, but we will happily take it. Game over. Endrick, the Brazilian Bobby Charlton, scoring the winner, showing why he should get some more game time. He does need to get some more game time for sure. I know that for sure. But a massive win over Chelsea. And now we got to do that all over again against Manchester City, who just drew to West Ham 2-2. Arsenal in the black and red and green kits versus Manchester City in their claret blues. You see there, Rodri is still the captain, still going strong. We make one change today, and that is by giving Mr. Endrick the start instead of Luis Openda. That is the only change in today's lineup. You can see there in the background Erling Haaland from Manchester City. We'll get their full lineup in a second. Here it is. Manchester City lining up in a 4-3-3. Same exact formation as we use. Mr. Unai Simon in net. Kisporde, Militao, Joao Neves at center back. We have Granit Xhaka in the midfield. Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, and Jack Grealish on the bench there as well. No Gyökeres, who's on the bench this time. Manchester City is a team who knocked us out of the Champions League last season, so looking to get our revenge there and looking to possibly put a decent point tally up against them in the league. We currently sit first. They currently sit in second. I believe we are 1 or 2 points ahead of them, so this is to go either 4 or 5 points clear if we can manage to win this game. Valverde, we are currently 1 point ahead of them at the moment, so this would to go 4 points clear. But it's very tight at the top. Chelsea's no longer in that. It's Man United who creeps up into the top 4. It's Martinelli. It's Odegaard. Crossed in for Valverde. Valverde heads it in, but he's offside. Erling Haaland now. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0 for City. Haaland in the box. In the box, crossed in for Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, Gavardio straight to Raya. Can we use that now? He's out of position. Go. Bukayo Saka, you're quick enough to get past him. Gavardio gets back though, but it's still Bukayo Saka. He can outpace him easily. There he is. Saka now, down the wing. Saka getting past Joao Gomez. Can't get past Unai Simon, out for a corner. Saka onset corner. William Saliba on the header. No, a loose ball. It will fall for Phil Foden. He has Haaland on the run. And it's now Erling Haaland on a one-on-one with the keeper. Costa trying to get back. Costa did all right there. Haaland blocked by Costa. Phil Foden it will fall to. Back to Erling Haaland and Costa. But Davies intercepted Foden. Haaland. Raya saves. A spillage. It's still spilled. It's not cleared and nobody has possession of it. It's still Man City. It's blocked by Costa again. A mess there. Martinelli. Odegaard. Zubimendi. And that is halftime. 1-0 down at the breaker. Erling Haaland goal. Saka now. Down the right-hand side. Saka. I don't know how much longer he's going to have long if we're going to keep on using him. But here's Endrick. Endrick trying to copy Haaland with the finish like that. No, off target. Martinelli now. Gabriel Martinelli. Endrick. First time finish. And Barbie Charlton keeps his form up and going. Trying to get back into the starting 11, trying to make a name for himself again. We draw a level here with Manchester City. Oh my God, that ball to Saka is exquisite. And now Bukayo Saka down the right-hand side. He has no help with him. Endrick is a little too short. Saka's going to do Haaland celebration, or the Haaland finish. And Saka will take the lead for Arsenal. 2-1 for the Gunners. On the free kick falls perfectly for Eder Militao. The corner fell perfectly for Militao. He has an easy tap in. And City draw level 2-2. Ethan Nwaneri coming on for Bukayo Saka as well. You never saw on the corner, even though it made absolutely no difference at all because Nwaneri is the one up the field. But Eder Militao had a free open goal, and actually there is Nwaneri on the right-hand side. And here is Ethan Nwaneri putting a ball in for Endrick. Eder Militao is always going to win that though. Valverde second ball. Odegaard back to Valverde. And Federico Valverde shot blocked. Nwaneri getting bodied by Gavardio, but he still has the ball. So last laugh is on us. It's Ethan Nwaneri now on the field. Ethan Nwaneri into Endrick. Near post. Finds the back of the net. Arsenal regain the lead. City hold that. I noticed a lot. I like using this right hand side so much more. Valverde now. Federico Valverde crossed in, blocked. Ethan Nwaneri crossed in. Ethan Nwaneri might chip the keeper. Martinelli, what was that? What was Unai Simon thinking? What was that whole passage of play? It's 4-2 for Arsenal. We will take it. And we will go 4 points clear against Man City at least. I mean, right there, that ball isn't the best. But Unai Simon is doing the worst with it. Martinelli just has an easy header in. Game over. Arsenal 4, Manchester City 2. We're going to go ahead and quick sim this game here against Sparta Praha and win 3-1. Saka, Openda, and Openda. And then we're in quick sims game here against Norwich. Saka, and Zubamendi. Martinelli with the double yellow card in about 20 minutes. We end the episode in first, and what was thinking about it was Arsenal, West Ham, City, and Chelsea are now Arsenal, West Ham, Liverpool, and City. With Newcastle United in fifth as well, Bournemouth in sixth, Chelsea dropping down to seventh on 17 points now. I think they picked up 1 point in today's episode. I legitimately think they picked up 1 point in today's episode, which is absurd. They're going towards the end of things, the other side of things. Man United are currently sitting 14th. Leicester, Norwich, and Brentford are all sitting in a relegation zone. Leicester City, Aston Villa is teetering relegation. That is interesting to see. Man United only 4 points clear as well, or 2 points clear, actually, I should say at the moment. As far as the Champions League go, we are currently sitting 7th after the halfway point of the league phase games. So it's good to see there. Anything else? Anything surprising at the 4 games? Is Juventus down in third? It is Barcelona, who've lost their first 4 games. Who did they lose to? They lost to Atalanta. I'm actually interested to see who they really lost to. They lost to Atalanta. They lost to Manchester City, so that's 2 tough games there. They lost to, where's Barcelona? They lost to AEK Athens. That is surprising. That's one they should be winning there for sure. And then they lost to PSG. So they've actually had a tough schedule besides 1 game, which they lost. But yeah, they need to step it up massively. They're looking at barely making the playoffs at the 4 games. Next episode in November, as I continue to ramble on. We have a relatively easier month. We have Crystal Palace and Brentford in the league, and then we also have Inter Milan in the Champions League, and not Tottenham in the North London derby, which will play that, and then we'll probably also play this game as well as against Sporting, and then December will be a little bit tougher with Liverpool and West Ham in the league, as well as Nottingham Forest. So I'll see y'all there. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.